Hi everyone, you're welcome to my professor note, and in this video we are covering the most expected MCQs for your English novels. And the first question is, from the following women characters in Hardy's novels, choose the odd one out. Right here we have the four characters, and one of the character does not appear in his novels. So let's see all these three characters which are there in his novels, so you can easily find out the option and the answer of this question. Bathsheba Everdeen is from the Far From the Madding Crowd. This novel appeared in the 1874. Second one, the Eustacia. She appears in The Return of the Native, which was published in the 1878. Third character is the Lucetta. This character appeared in the 1886 novel The Mayor of Castor Bridge. And now here we have the second question, right? The prelude to Middlemarch makes a reference to the particular history of a remarkable woman. So Middlemarch, it has a subtitle, which is A Study of Provincial Life, published in the 1871. This novel talks about the structure of society of that time period, status of women, your education, your political structure, the religion. Okay, and the right option here is the Theresa, right? She's the lady here. So in this novel, she makes a reference to her. Let's talk about the third question now. Which character in Jane Eyre uses religion to justify cruelty? Right, so only cruel character we know here, who is the head of the school, this Brocklehurst, right? He starves these kids, he gives them less food to eat, want them to be sincere by controlling them, right? So this novel is published by the author under the pen name as a Currer Bell in the 1847, right? So let's talk about the fourth question here. Yeah, this is the character. Evelyn Waugh's trilogy, published together as Sword of Honor in, is about. So Evelyn Waugh wrote this trilogy, right? And it has these three novels, right? Men at Arms, 1952. Second one is The Officers and Gentlemen, published in the 1955, and Unconditional Surrender, 1961. So these are the three novels which are there in the trilogy of Evelyn Waugh, and this is Evelyn Waugh right there, and this is about English at war. So A is the option, right? I'm just trying to cover up some of the most important question within a very short period of time, so you don't have to just invest a lot of time into it. So you can go back and just revise it or do a bit more study on it. And if you're worried about content, that where to get it, where to read it, so there is good news for you that we have these updated notes available for your UGC NET English Literature 2021, and you have the contacts given in the description box below. So you can let me know there, and I'll be more than happy to share the details with you. Okay, so let's move on further and talks about the fifth question. So question fifth, at the end of Sons and Lovers, Paul Morrill, so what did he do at the end of this novel? Option A, sets off in quest of life away from his mother. Second one, considers the option of committing suicide. C, joins his elder brother William in London and embraces Schopenhauer-like nihilism. So the right option is A here. He sets off in quest of life away from his mother. So Sons and Lovers, a novel by the D.H. Lawrence, right? I hope you read this novel. This is an important novel. Let's talk about the sixth question here. In which of Hardy's novel does the character Abel Whittle appear? A, Far From the Madding Crowd. B, The Return of the Native. C, A Pair of Blue Eyes. Or D, The Mayor of Castor Bridge. Option D is the right one. This is where the Abel Whittle appears, and this is the character. Yeah, he looks good. So these all 4 novels you must have covered till now, right? These are important novels. All the novels by Thomas Hardy, they are important. Whether you will be asked questions about their characters or their publishing dates or their very theme, that what they are actually about. Okay, so you have to cover them all up. So let's talk about the 7th question now. Charles Dickens' visit to the United States produced which of these novels? So he visited the United States in the 1842, right? And let's see when these novels actually appeared, so we can know that which is the novel which is produced after his visit to the United States. Which character in Jane Eyre uses religion to justify cruelty? Right, so only cruel character we know here, who is the head of the school, this Brocklehurst, right? He starves these kids. He gives them less food to eat. Want them to be sincere by controlling them, right? So this novel is published by the author under the pen name as a Currer Bell in the 1847, right? So let's talk about the 4th question here. Yeah, this is the character. So now question 8, which of the following cannot be classified as fantasy fiction? Now you have these 4 options. The Inheritors, William Golding, which is a fantasy fiction. The second one is The Magus, John Follis written novel, and this is about this Nicholas Earth. He teaches in this English school of Lord Byron, right? Which is again a fantasy fiction. See The Lord of the Rings. You must have even watched this movie, and you know that this is a work of fiction. The remaining option is The History Man. So this is the one, as it is the campus novel or academic novel. This is about the Howard Kirk. He is the protagonist, and he teaches sociology in the University of Leeds. So when you have these 4 options in this manner about novels, so you should go for their summaries. You should check out their dates, who wrote them, what they are actually about. So this is the way of preparing according to me. And like this, you also get all these four different novels. Otherwise, you will have no idea that whether I should read these novels or not. But as they are here now as options, you must go for them. You should do the same thing with all the options, right? This is the way to prepare for this exam, and this is how you solve your PYQs, not just merely checking out the one option of it. Okay. Question 9 is Little Nell is a character in Dickens. Now you have these 4 options here. First one is David Copperfield, which is the Bildungsroman work. Here he talks about the journey of the protagonist from the very childhood to his maturity. Alright, and this is also an autobiographical novel of Charles Dickens. And in this novel, we don't get to see a characters with the name of Little Nell. B, The Old Curiosity Shop. Actually, this is the novel in which we have the character Nell. This is about the Nell and her grandfather, as we can see here in the picture. They are in the Old Curiosity Shop, and this novel is read by the Queen Victoria. Then is the C option, The Bleak House, which is about the legal system and process. And the D one is The Great Expectations. So you do cover all these 4 of the novels. Read their summary, check out their characters, publishing date, their themes, the main content of it. So you must be ready for your exam. Now question 10 is, how does Lord Jim ends? This is a Lord Jim right there. So this Lord Jim is the novel where the Lord Jim is a first mate of the captain on a ship, where they are going with these 800 pilgrims. And at the night, that ship hits something really hard that it starts sinking in. And instead of saving these passengers, the captain and the Lord Jim saved themselves. And then he was filled with this very guilt. Lord Jim is the novel written by the Joseph Conrad. And the right option here is the A, which is Jim is shot through the chest by Doraemon. Right? So you must read this novel. This is a very important one. Then we have here the Jabberwocky is a creation in. So Jabberwocky is a very odd creature created by none other than Lewis Carroll, right? This is the picture right there. And so Jabberwocky nonsense poem included in the 1871 novel Through the Looking Glass, right? In this novel, we get to see this creature for a first time created by Lewis Carroll. So this was his imagination, and he portrayed this through this a very unusual creature here. Now the next question we have, a young lady's entrance into the world is a subtitle of. So as I have given the subtitle for all the other novels here, so it must be easy for you to find out. So all these novels, your Evelina, Cecilia, and Camilla, are the novels by the Frances Burney. The young lady's entrance into the world is a subtitle of the Evelina. And then we have Cecilia. Evelina is published in the 1778, and Cecilia has a subtitle of Memoir of an Heiress, 1782 published. Camilla has the subtitle A Picture of Youth, published in the 1796. Then we have Belinda, which is the novel by the Maria Edgeworth, published in the 1801. Right? So we have covered up all these 12 questions here, which are important. There are a lot more questions, right? Then it may consume you more time. So it's good to take less in and produce more results out of it. This is how you should form your strategy. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe, share with the other people, right? Comment in the comment section below and let me know that what else you want me to make videos on. And as I shared with you that we have updated notes ready, which are available now. So you can contact me on the below given contact number. On WhatsApp, you can let me know and I'll be happy to share them with you. Alright, still in time, my Professor Note signing off.